Oh, I'm ready. As ready as I'm gonna be, at least. Oh. Yep. Let's get our settings set up real quick. And then I'll explain what we're doing here. So, to those of you who are wondering, welcome to the Sensory Rooms, a world in VR chat that's quite an interesting collection of internet culture and history. An artistic exploration of ideas and concepts that I honestly think is really neat. And today, I'm going to be giving you a quick guide on how to navigate through here the quickest way possible. At least for those of you who are just focused on getting all of the quests done and going through the main experiences. But seriously, I do genuinely think that you all should probably just wander this world yourself and have your first experiences and memories with exploring it on your own before following this guide, because once you follow this, there's no going back. So, you all ready? Then, let's go. We're going to immediately take a right on into air over here. Grab this pixelite along the way. Set that off for conversation while going up here for not only more pixelite, but a lucky star that's going to help us out later. Well, really, it's going to help us out by... I actually don't want to spoil the surprise, so I'll keep my mouth shut there. In any case, this one takes a long while to get, so that's the reason why I'm marking it off first off the list. And I don't mean as in, oh, this quest takes a while. No, I'm just talking about talking to this one NPC and getting the thing you need from it. You long-winded motherfucker, why? Why? Gonna grab some pixelite from there and move on. Deletus, deletus, deletus. The pixelite is basically the currency of this place, and you'll be using it in the shop later on, but I'm not going to explain or tell you the details of why for now. All you need to know is that item we got from the previous NPC just allowed us to collect that cheese, and we'll be using it later. I want the thing. Give me the thing. Alright, next quest. They can't even remember what it's called, so we're gonna just respawn and head on straight over into Autumn. Get 2 worlds marked off our list while also getting this quest done. We want to get this room marked off the list because we're going to need to for something later on, as it counts towards our overall progress. And then this room as well, because I just don't like passing through it, so by all means, I prefer to just get it marked off the list and done with. Not because it's a bad room necessarily, but more just because it's noisy as hell. Any case, we're going over here now, talking to you a few times, while also grabbing more pixelite. Goodbye, little frog. Yep, and now we take this nice and lovely parasol or umbrella over to the water. But first we need to take a dip in entropy and get stuff from here. After all, this is someplace we're going to be coming back to later, especially when it comes to one of the mainline quests. And sure, every quest is technically a mainline quest if you really want to think about it, but some quests I believe are definitely less hinted at and or obvious early on than some of the quests we're doing right now. Speaking of which, we're actually resolving a quest that we didn't even know would be a quest until later on. Which is a weird way of phrasing it, but simply put, you want something, you gotta do this. Why? Because then you can get this soggy lunch. And why do we need a soggy lunch? Well, I'll tell you after grabbing the hotfix. Oh, such wonderful places. Hey, little guy, keep going. Oh, nice. First time I've gotten that on the way up. Raccoon, raccoon. We've traded the soggy lunch for an old garbage key. And we'll now be going straight up this tree because it helps us get another room marked off our list. And if you're wanting to avoid spoilers, then you're going to want to jump ahead. Because I'm going to be using a cheat code specific to this world to do something I shouldn't even know how to do yet. Collect a little bit of pixelite and... Whoa, geez. Up, 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 down.
What?
Welcome to a secret room, which we will now promptly leave. Respawning is sometimes the quickest way to get around, but that's only up until you grab a very specific thing that you'll be using later. I'll tell you more about it once we actually got it, though. What, you expect me to hand out spoilers aplenty? Please, no. Welcome to the top of a mountain, and we're going down. Right on into the lovely rose room, where we grab 3 pixelite and move the fuck on. In order to get on over to love, where we grab our aura color. Mine's a sparkly blue. What's yours? Now this room right here, mind, is great for pixelite. So you're going to want to take a short stop here and grab as much as you can for later, while also marking this room off of your list, the pause room, where you can rest and just relax without having too much noise. Now we're on into music, and yeah, I know I'm going a million miles an hour, but I'm trying to keep it simple. From music on into vaporwave. Down into Macintosh, I think, where we've got the weirdest pixelite of all this place. It's a pain in the butt to collect if you don't know that the hitbox is below that, so... Gonna grab this, and then head on over into here. Now, why are we going in here? Well, this guy has the hotfix we need. And that unlocks an area we don't even need to visit, technically, if we want to do the main quest. The first main quest. Because the second one is a little bit trickier to figure out. I'm gonna head right on over into what I like to call the Bone Zone. where we'll be picking up more pixelite and checking it off of our list. And I think this one over here is volcano eruption or something else, but I'm not entirely sure. In any case, we grab more pixelite, mark the room off our list, and then head right on out. I'm trying to minimize the amount of backtracking and overlap between all of my paths walked, because that way we save time and we don't get ourselves lost or confused. So for now, we're going to be grabbing that and passing through Magic, through Turbine, and on over into Crystal, where we can see all of these nice and lovely infernal gems. And it doesn't really matter what order you take these next few rooms, so long as it's either forward or backwards from the route I've taken. Because it's kind of a nice little loop here that you can easily get confused by if you're not paying attention. Welcome to the underground, and we'll be leaving shortly after arriving. Off into desert, where there's a little shit who should learn lessons. Collect bombs and explosions in here for pixelite. We'll be marking it off of our list. A place ruined just because someone wanted something all to themselves. And welcome to the overworld. You can't talk to that one grayed out NPC because of the sun form or something else, I don't know why. Completely, but it's not important as we just walk in here, buy that, and then leave. That back there was the shop. And we'll be returning there later, but right now, we need to go over here to head on back to where we were, and pass through Turbine again in order to get to the apothecary. Whoops, wrong tunnel. In order to pass through Turbine again, and Magic in order to get to the apothecary, and mark it off our list. There is a quest here that I think is important, so you can't just ignore it, which is why I'm going to do this. Grab pixelite from here. Cats will sometimes bump you up onto the counter and have you slide all around, so you might want to be careful with that. Pixelite from here, and then on over and down into here. The old world of books and knowledge, stored in physical writings, glyphs and carvings, rather than digital... I don't even know what to call it. Digital memories? Digital shards of information? It's strange when you try to think about the internet in a contrasting way like that. In any case, we're then going to take that all the way over into here, where we grab a whole bunch of pixelite from this food. Which is to say, not much pixelite, because every little bit only counts so much, but together it all makes up quite a lot. Oh my goodness. Man, I am not giving myself a break to speak. I can't give myself a break to breathe or drink water between all this speaking, jeez. But then again, we're going a mile a minute, so that's kind of the whole point. Hug the curve to make it as short of a turn as possible. Welcome to modem, which will now use another cheat code. Ignore if you don't want to see it. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, and it unlocks something new. I was completely blind to it the first time, but there's this little path now. And you can grab some extra pixelite in here, right before getting the money breaker. Why do I call it the money breaker? Well, it's simple. We scam gambling casino out of all of its fucking money by using blessings to our advantage. And joy, oh joy, is it a sight to behold. Now, technically you can take a chance for small winnings the first 2 times you talk with this motherfucker, but I usually skip that in favor of just making sure I continue to increase the money. And also, holy shit, this world is still very loud. Alright, and now we will be taking our money and going all the way over here into shop to buy more of these. This moment is going to take a while, so I'm going to be skipping ahead in the recording for the edited version of this. But short to say, this is the loop. You buy these, you get blessings from them, you use those blessings from them on the gambling area, where the dude would usually just scam you out of all your money and give you no chances at actually winning. And yeah, that's the whole process with that. How many do we have? 20, nice. So now we're going back to one of those secret rooms, Gamer, where we found gambling, and a whole lot of other neat social spaces, really. And we're going to just continue this loop for a bit until we get enough money to go back, buy something we're going to need a whole bunch of. And see, that's what I mean by saying he'll give you 2 chances to actually win money. I'm fumbling hard on my buttons. Alright, here we go. More money! I really shouldn't have done that, but okay. Whoops, wrong thing. And now we'll have more money than we ever need. So, with that all created and done, we're heading right back to the shop to buy 2 things I think we need. One of which will be this. And yes, you can buy a hotfix here, but when you can get it for free just by wandering, why would you do that? This lets you make coffee at the apothecary, and I don't know what the fuck this does, but it's probably necessary. Why do I keep hitting escape thinking it's going to open up the menu? Because you keep on confusing it with the other menu that opens up with E. Yeah, you know, you've got a point there. In any case, we're going to immediately take a walk out of Gamer Room, head down here and to the left, and at this point I continue collecting pixelite just out of habit, as opposed to, you know, anything else. Because sure, you technically would have to run around, talk to all the NPCs before doing any of the quests first. If you're wanting to grab every single piece of pixelite out in the world, but until then, nah. And we've kind of got everything from here, so why the hell am I hesitating to respawn? Welcome to Fork. Welcome to Else, where you can track your progress. Yeah, that's usually the case. In any case, we're now going to be heading on over here to get 2 rooms marked off of our list. One of which I absolutely fucking hate. Just because of my own past experiences with it. Which is the room titled Rain. Delete all of you miserable fucking... You can't delete the NPCs, so don't even bother trying. And then we're gonna be heading over here and taking a right. Where something that we grabbed from a long while ago is gonna be useful to us. As a nice little ramp off on our left. Gonna want to aim left while jumping a whole bunch there. We're gonna be wandering over here to get this room marked off of our list, because that's really major first quest of the sensory rooms. Is getting all 64 rooms that are initially available seen and interacted with to some degree, or at least visited. Because that's what's going to give us a nice little reward. But of course, in order to do that, you do still need to do the 2 little side quests that I did earlier on. The one with getting the cheese, where you needed the sun form, and the one with the garbage key, which needed basically everything else. And we are now heading back over to lab because we don't need to go down that tunnel, it just takes us back to spawn. Going to be taking a quick peek into here because this is what the hotfix opened up, along with the easy access to hell, which we walked through a long while ago. Yeah, you don't have the key, but I do. So we're now going to be taking good care of this key and using it right on over here, where it's already unlocked the way forward. And down into the trash bin, the deleted files, the forgotten folders. The garbage of the computer age. Garbage that you can't get back sometimes. Even if you find out you need it later. But yeah, no, we've got one which is a room that makes no sense to me, but I still think has something to do with the coffee and running at that wall after getting something else done, but that's my own theory. And then we've got Error, which is filled with viruses, including Bonzi Buddy. If you don't know Vinesauce, you're not gonna know what that is a reference to. And now we've just gotten our little reward without even trying. Just by visiting rooms. What is that reward, you ask? Well, let's look at our inventory. We've got a winner's trophy. We've seen all 64 rooms, and a few bonus ones too. In any case, though, I'm going to be taking our time to head back to the lab, because that trophy also acts not just as a nice little reward, but as our key on out of here. We're going home! Yeah, I wish that was the case, but no, that's not actually the end of this place. Now, there are 3 NPCs, 4 technically, if you think about it, who, when you talk to them, you gain information and ideas. The server time is Nan. The server time is Nan. Where is... I'm blind, oh well. Balloon! Well, that's going to cut down on my own time, but you should easily be able to just grab what you want from here and then book it over to the next area. Because from here, you actually have to pay attention to things that the NPCs tell you and put together information on your own. You can't just rely on someone telling you where someone is or what to do. Unless, of course, you're following this guide completely, in which case I'll be spoiling even more things for you, so ride along. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is head over to the apothecary. Yes. Here's your coffee. Yep. And now we have another thing in our inventory. That. You know what, I should have gotten the surfboard before the coffee beans, so that way it would be over here like usual, but whatever. In any case, we now need to head elsewhere again. Why? Because there are some context pieces that I need to grab just to make sure that this works. Not because... it's hard to explain. Not because I'm doubtful that what I'm aiming for exists, but more so because I'm not sure which things specifically trigger it. So yeah, you need 90 minutes of time to reach REM sleep. Why is that important? Well, there's a room that also involves sleep. Right on over here. All the little pixelite you can collect is actually referencing sleep. So if you can put those two things together, that means you need to wait in here for 90 fucking minutes. And I don't know if it's without doing anything or while letting your computer fall asleep while you do something else, but I'm going to take a break and go get some IRL stuff done while we sit here. Because holy fuck. Last time I tried just sitting here, and it did not send me where I wanted to go. So I'll be seeing you all in a bit. And if I am wrong on how sensitive this thing is, then you should be able to hang out here with a few friends and just sit in the room once you've gotten all the other prerequisite items. But it's hard to tell. That's something you're gonna have to test on your own. Well, I'm back. Time to see if it actually happened. Yeah, we made it. Okay, and I just didn't notice it. Neat. Welcome to the false rooms, everyone. Negative entropy, false chaos. I remember my aura color, it's blue. Hug. Hug and head pats. World may end, but we're still here. So let's figure out what to do. Alright. this is a continuation of the main quest, because as you can see, there are more of these gates, these walls we can't get past. Because they require us to know how to spirit walk, how to lose track of our sense of self and physical form in this digital landscape. You cannot go in here. Everything else is just cluttered and gone. I'm happy to see those things dead, but still, even those two. Damn it. Oh. In a previous thing, this was completely blacked out, but now it isn't. Alright, less confusing that way. Capiche? I could fight about it, but I don't think it would be worth it. When the fabric of reality collapses and there's nowhere else left to go, sometimes you gotta face yourself. Because in order to move forward, we need that. But we can't get past this. So, where do we go? If the only way out is down, then I'm down. Offline. Let's get that coffee in our system and get going. And the people you thought you could rely on just aren't to be trusted. And only the darkest part of you is there for yourself. You gotta keep moving forward. No, it isn't. Cutting them out of my life is justified. But hurting them if they continue to move on and live their own lives, that isn't. I am no god, I am a person. Don't you dare get that twisted. Past all the noise, past all the chaos and suffering. You will still be here. Whether or not you make the most of it is up to you, but I know I'm gonna keep trying. Even if it sucks, I'm gonna keep trying. And we can now go where we couldn't before. So, with all that done, I'm willing to bet some of you are wondering, well, what's left to do if the world is dead and destroyed? And it's like, there's a few puzzles, but there's also a few surprises. First, second, third, fourth. Wait, no, fourth is over. Fourth, that's it. Third. Fourth is there. Fifth and sixth. Seventh. Right at last. Don't fully understand it, but hey. I'm pretty sure the rest of the internet is going to be able to figure it out in no time. Yeah, thank you for that, though. Sometimes that's all people need is a front to ignite and move forward with what they already have within them. The fork of a bad dream. The different ways it could go. Disclaimer, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real, I'm not real, I'm not real, I'm not real, I'm not real. Hint. I'm real, I'm real, I'm real, I'm not real, I'm not real, I'm not real, real, I'm not real. Well, there's only one way forward. Let's see what's at the other end. Jeez. Well, we can't go back the way we came. So there's only exploration left. See what's here. The shorter your avatar is, the harder it is to collect some of this pixelite, so you may need to adjust it every now and then. And with this, we've got a nice little surprise. We're not alone out here. You're welcome. There's no going back once you go down here, though, so how about we go this way? Now we can freely pass and go through the mirror. And the world's back to normal, or so we think. But now that we can spirit walk, as the game puts it, let's see where else we can go. Because we've stayed within the bounds of these walls this entire time. Now, it's time to leave them. And yes, I could just teleport to the room I want to go to, but that's kind of against the whole theme and attitude of what I'm going for here. For some people, spirit walking seems to be the answer to life. To other people, stability and otherwise seems to be the answer to life. To other people still, the singularity is where it's at. Me? I just want to keep trying to find a way to live my life without leaving the people I care about hurt by it. Because I can be a bit of a dumbass sometimes. What? You fucking spiting me now of all times, VR chat? Telling me, nah mate, you can't diss yourself like that. I guess I'll leave the rest of that journey outside to you all, then. Because there's not much I can do without all that progress and stuff. I gotta say, it's pretty fitting we ended up right back where we started. For those of you who are wanting to 100% everything in the sensory rooms, you may need to use a flying avatar to break out of bounds in some specific rooms, so I'm going to show you a few that I like using, because they're pretty easy to use. Avatars, flying Abby. One of the easiest and quickest rooms to get to and get out of is actually right over here. Or so I thought. Oh wait, no, I'm right. Okay. Welcome to what the sensory rooms looks like on the outside. The fuck back here, you little shit. Can you guess what room we're above? That's the ceiling and roof, but I do believe that turbine is somewhere around here. I could be wrong though, so meh. In any case, this is what I mean by collecting pixelite before doing quests. Because there's some stuff that will be deleted when you get all the quests done. And collecting all of the pixelite counts towards your item collection progress. So you might... you might want to do that. We can no longer spirit walk, but we can still roam as we want. This has been my guide to the sensory rooms, and I hope you go and enjoy your own experiences. To those of you who snuck by and watched part of this video, thank you. To those of you who stuck around until the end and watched the whole thing through, I appreciate it. I wish you all a good day, good night, whatever time it is, and if it isn't good, I hope it improves. If it doesn't at least get better, then I hope it stays manageable. You can go in here and find a nice little link to what this place used to look like early on. Then if I can get out of here and fly this way, I think. Yep, there it is. Getting it done in this order is interesting, because on one hand, yeah, you can't. Because on one hand, you gain the ability. On the other hand, you don't actually have the entire negative space available to revisit through teleporting. Because it's not going to load in until you hit that prerequisite mark. With that, let me just say that this is it. Can you stop loading for 10 seconds? I don't care if I fall into the void. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay, I fall into the void. That might be Turbine, actually. I bid you all adieu, and I'll see you all later. Bye!